brothers. Yeah, had to send some out. Who hell? They coach.
Alright, what's going on? Alright, it's Jay. Yeah, I'm back on Facebook. Ain't really been on here in a while. Haven't really had too much of a reason to, except for to keep up with some of the family, obviously, and whatnot. But as far as posting much, haven't really been seeing a whole lot from me. But I'm on here trying to do something that I find to be really important, and that's really getting into the scriptures, because we need to know what's up in there. And for some time, I never knew. I never paid too much attention to it as far as reading and actually looking for things. Of course, like many of us, like anything, it doesn't even have to do with anything spiritual. We just kind of hop on and just take what's already been given, where the foundation was. But in this case, man, we really got to dig and actually see what that foundation is. So this is my first video. It's called Midweek Malak. Malak is an ancient Hebrew word, which means messenger. In the Greek Roman tongue, translates to angel. But so it's going to be Midweek Malak. I'm trying to make short videos, give you a really unbiased approach to what's in the scriptures, and just be as accurate as possible, providing context. Some of the information, you're not going to like, believe me. Some of it I didn't like either, but it's in there. And like I said, I'm going to just give it to you exactly how it says. So if you disagree with it, you literally going to be disagreeing with the words that's on the page, not with me. And I'm doing my best to make sense of it. So it's going to roll something like this. This video is really just the intro. But I'll be doing, like I said, short videos. Try to keep them under 10 minutes, because I know people got, things to do and whatnot, which is part of the reason why we don't spend any time meditating in it anyway. So this is how it's going to go. The topic that I'm going to talk about next time is going to be, what is our purpose here, man? What is going to get us to the next level? What is going to take us from here to eternal rest with our King, with the Most High. So, like I said, I'm going to be using some terminology. I advise you always look up anything I say or share with you. Don't take nothing from nobody. Don't let no man chew your food. I heard that one time, and it just stuck with me. Don't let no man chew your food for you. So you got to go check up after me. You disagree? Like I said, I'm keeping unbiased. I'm going to show you what's in there and put it together for you, because this is what I've been able to dedicate my time to. So what I'm about to show you now is coming straight from King Solomon, right? The son of King David. And, this is a man who got results. That's how I live. I strive to be like those who got results, like Moses, like those in the scriptures, doing what they did, vice what I was taught to do in school or, in the church, man. It's going to be that type of thing. I'm going to tell you what's in there, vice what's in the scriptures. Or what you might get, when you just go and ask your pastor or, ask whoever who you think, might be educated on the topic. So, yeah, I'm going to get straight to it like this. So, obviously, we're going to see here that Solomon has some credibility, right? So we got, and he says right here, so this is right after Solomon prays to the Most High and says, please give me understanding. Please give me understanding and the power to discern in order to lead these people. So I'm reading right now from 1 Kings chapter 3. I always read from the King James Version. Seems to be more accurate to me. I'll show you some comparisons between different versions in the future. But it's always good to always look up. And if you don't understand the word in a sentence, you need to look up that word. We can't be lazy about nothing. Promise you that. Here we go. He says he's praying to Yah, and I'll explain that yet later. That's more Hebrew. He's praying to Yah, who is the Most High. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad, so he can know the difference between the righteous thing and the unrighteous thing. That's what this is all about. We're trying to gain righteousness. Righteousness is the key to the heavens. Of course, with mercy as well. And we'll get into that later as well. Discern between good and bad, for who is able to judge this side of so great a people? And the speech pleased Yah, pleased the Most High, that Solomon asked for this. He ain't asked for nothing else but wisdom. He ain't asked for gold, nothing else, right? And Yah said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked riches for thyself, nor hast asked the life of thine enemies, but hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy words. So you see, Solomon prayed for understanding, and what did he get? It says it right here. Behold, I have done according, let me highlight that. I have done according to thy words. So he asked, he says he asked for this thing, an understanding heart to know between good and bad, right? So again, lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise unto thee. So he did these things. He bestowed these things to Solomon. So he gave him some credit. So he knew what he was talking about when he was writing Proverbs and writing Ecclesiastes, because he had bestowed knowledge unto him. So that's a good source, a good spot to go get some knowledge. So that's just building a little bit of credibility to the words. If you disagree with that, then you don't really disagree with me. You disagree with what's on the page, and I'm going to try to keep it that straightforward. So here we go. This is what I'm going to be expanding on next week, or the next time I'm able to do this. So this is the words of King Solomon. He says, so again, the purpose of this, right? Let us hear the whole conclusion of the matter. This is Ecclesiastes. Always read the whole thing. Always. You got to know who you're being talked to. This is all of a chapter about wisdom. He says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High. So we're supposed to do this. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. Two things you're supposed to do. Fear him and keep his commandments. For what is this? This is the whole duty of man. So he just saw that he had credibility, understanding to know what was good and bad. So he would know these things, right? That we're supposed to do these two things. Fear our Creator and keep his commandments. That's what we're supposed to do. So if you disagree that we're not supposed to keep his commandments, that we can just live off grace, then you're disagreeing with the scripture. So you're not disagreeing with me, you're disagreeing with what's on the page. And I'm going to keep it just like that. Because a lot of us, what we want to do is we want to say, oh, well, I feel like this, or, but you know what? It ain't about what you feel. He says he's not an author of confusion. This is pretty straightforward. Fear him. I'm going to expound on this, but read this whole chapter, and then I'm going to get back to y'all next week. Also, I've been trying to do something I like to call Shabbat bars. I was motivated by another brother. But man, I like music. I like to rhyme, and I used to do it, talking about the normal topics that you hear on the radio. But man, I'm switching on to something else, man. This is what I've been on. This is what's been driving me, and man, I'm just trying to bring it to y'all and share it unbiasedly, because it's important, and most of us don't have the time. So just keep that in mind throughout the week until I get back with y'all. Fear your Creator. And I give y'all a brief snippet on that. Fearing him is hating wickedness. You can find that in Proverbs, but I'm expounding on the whole thing. And keep his commandments. That's what we got to do. Them two things. It's the whole duty. All right. Shalom.
Burn them all, miss. Brothers. Yeah. Had to send some out. Who here? They coach.